love, and more love coming your way, guys. Let's welcome Mr. Japneet Singh on air. And Japneet is no stranger to our TV studio. Just give us 1 minute. Let's. As they say, all is gold. Japneet knows all these movies, right? Right.
Better? Awesome. Check, mic check.
Can just let us know. Hey, from Rhoda Coulson. We'll talk more about press time on our program. So tell us what you want to say. Door knocking is not easy. You've been there. I've seen you in the Mandirs. A friend of mine said, I saw your friend Japneet in our Mandir the other day. So I said yes.
So, I mean, first and foremost, I want to give you a shout out, right? I wish we had a live audience where we could give you a round of applause because I know you've been working super hard to put the West Indian community on the map, right? And West Indian community has been growing at a tremendous rate. And the contributions of the West Indian community, because of people like you and others in the community, has given so much limelight to the community for the good, right? And that's always amazing. So my name is Japneet Singh, and I was telling Shanaz before we went on live right now. I started my political journey off right here on this seat right here because 4 years ago you believed in our campaign at that time.
Yes.
We were young.
And I still do.
Yes.
Do.
But I feel like you've kind of been on the journey with me
yes.
in a way of seeing how much I've evolved since, right? I was young at that time. I'm still, young in a way, but politically speaking, I was super young to the game. I was still learning a lot, and we were going against an incumbent that was in power for years. But now the seat is actually open. Last time around, we got 3,400 votes without even getting matching funds. What that means is the city has this matching program where if you give me $1, you donate $1 to our campaign, the city matches it eight times. They give you $8 on top.
Okay.
So I didn't have any of that, right? So while my opponents had $200,000, I had 20 grand. But now, even though we were one of the last candidates to enter the race, we outraised everybody within 8 days. So that goes to show how much we've grown, and we became eligible for this matching program. So that goes to show how much we've evolved, but also how much we've grown with the community and how diverse our coalition is. It's not just about the Sikh community or the West Indian community. It's about everyone that lives within District 28.
And District 28 makes up of Punjabis, Guyanese, Trinidadians, and we are very diverse, I should say, Little Guyana. I want to give a special shout out to my cousin all the way in Toronto, Mr. Fizal Khan. Ramadan Bark to you. Hi, Jean Bisoon. So, Japneet, you've been doing a lot of community service. I want to applaud you for that because I've seen you not just door knocking, but before you started your campaign,
right.
You've been visible in our community. And it's good for someone to know who you are before they said, you know what, I need your support. I'm running for a position. No one sees you. No one knows who you are. But here you are wanting somebody's support.
Right.
And that's often enough I see, and I was approached many times by, individual I don't see making a difference, never seen them before, and you're asking me to support you for what? I haven't seen you done anything for my community.
Absolutely.
I've seen you in the community. You've been doing a good job. Hey, Wizzy Prabhu, guys, we're urging you to give us your question.
Yes.
And as you see on the flyer, let me post it again so you could relate your questions. Someone may say,
yeah, I think you know what it is, and I also want to say this on air. When Shanaz ran a couple of years ago, we actually ran as a slate. We actually recruited Shanaz because we knew she's such a great candidate and a difference maker, and we actually created the first ever South Asian Indo-Caribbean slate, and everyone did really well. But again, everyone has so many different obligations. That's part of the problem in our community. We have, with the grace of God, we are doing well financially and business-wise, and we have so many things going on, which is why we're lacking politically, right? But that's why we don't have representation, and that's what we're fighting for. So I urge everyone watching this, whether you care for politics or not, you need to make it your obligation to go vote. I think, if our communities come out and vote, we can be the difference maker in every elected official that comes to our communities. Because they do come to our community, but guess what? Right now they're coming for money, right? They want donations. But
I'm tired of getting the phone calls, and I said, I haven't
yeah.
seen you done anything for me personally or my community. Click, and I hang up on them. But
Yep.
So tell us, what does it mean running for District 28, and what do you expect to do for us?
So District 28 is a very special place for me. I literally live down the block of where we're shooting this episode. I grew up in this community, going to all the schools here.
I believe I read John Adams.
I went to Adams. I went to MS 226 for middle school, PS 100 for my elementary school. So this is the only place I've known as home. And now having the honor of even potentially representing this neighborhood means nothing more to me, right? Because I want to make sure I raise my family here. And right now I think people are scared. When people ride the subway, they don't feel safe. And when people walk down the block, people don't feel safe. If you go down Liberty Avenue or any major corridor, our streets are dirty. We don't get the resources that we deserve when it comes to funding. None of our masjids.
Please take a walk around my area, because I've taken pictures so many times saying I'll send it to the the officials to make a difference, but it's really not safe. Parking around here is a little dangerous, because for me, I would rather drive around and get a parking right in front of my studio instead of in the block, because it's not a safe community, and it's a shame to say that.
Absolutely right. And I always say this: follow the money, right? Something that the city council has is discretionary funding, capital funding, and if you look at where the money has been going over the last 8 years, it's 1/5. So basically, every dollar that's spent in Jamaica, part of the district, only 20 cents is being spent in Richmond Hill and South Ozen combined. So meaning for every dollar, we're only getting 20 cents. So that's why we're lacking, and we're having all these issues in Richmond Hill and South Ozen Park. And again, I'm not saying let's take away the funding and resources from Jamaica.
Make it equal.
But we need to make it equal.
That's right. We need funding everywhere to make the roads and the community safer, but don't neglect one for the other.
100%.
So my friend Kapadia said we need a new vision. So with a new person and a younger person, well, what do you hope to bring to our community?
I think the biggest thing, and this is a gift from God, is uniting our community. Right now, in the last 8 years that we've had this representative, again, we're not running against this representative, but we can use that as what we don't want to be, essentially. Right. We've never had
what you could do differently.
And we've never had a community town hall, ever, in the last 8 years. So one of the things, one of my pillars is making sure government is transparent to the everyday person like ourselves. That maybe people that aren't, like my parents don't care about politics. If I wasn't in government, in running for office, they wouldn't vote themselves.
Right.
So I think me running is adding so many new voters into the pool that typically don't vote, right? So we want to make sure government works for everyday people. So we want to have a monthly town hall, not just in Jamaica, but in South Ozen Park.
Let the people know what the government is doing for you.
And more than anything else, ask the people what you want to see. Like. And I think that's what we don't know. We have all these politicians pass laws, but guess what? We find out after the fact when we can't do anything about it. So we need to make sure we make government more proactive than reactive, and that's what I promise to do.
Election is set for June 24th, I believe.
June 24th is the primary day, and then June 14th to the 22nd is going to be early voting.
June, early voting starts again?
From the 14th through the 22nd.
Okay, guys, you heard that, and I always urge you, don't wait for last minute to say you didn't get to go to the voting poll. Go out there and vote. And you could hear from Japneet, why is it important to vote for locals, not just the big election, but vote for local officials who are making the difference with fixing your roads and your street and security and ensuring we get what we want from a community, not certain community gets and certain communities left without.
Absolutely. DJ Man.
Well, guys, welcome to Shanaz Musical Sensation. All is gold. I enjoy the oldies, and I enjoy most of all your company. Thank you for being here every Thursday with me live. Today we have in the studio Mr. Japneet Singh, and many of you have seen him before and even said, you know, Japneet, you ran before. Mr. Ganesh Rambilas Fawaka Fawaka, Vizi Prabhu, John from Queens, Patricia Samaro, good night to you. Many of you may say, you know, Japneet, I saw you run before. We're, as he mentioned, you know, it's not it's gain you experience, you get to know what the community wants, why we run again, because you know you can make a difference to the community. So tell us, why are you running again?
So, you know, when, like, for example, now Governor Cuomo, he ran many times, and now he's running for mayor after he resigned as governor, right? Our current council member for this district, Adrian Adams, who's now running for mayor as well. Before she became council member, guess what? She lost a Senate race. Meaning, if we don't enter the field, we can never make a difference. What I always ask people is, what are candidates doing when they lose? Are they completely gone? Do they disappear from the community?
Or are they researching to see what else they could come back in and make a difference?
Make a difference. And that's what I feel like, you know, since the last time I ran, we started a not-for-profit in the community. There was a grade 5 fire in Richmond Hill that affected our Indo-Caribbean brothers and sisters. We were the first ones to respond. We worked with the local masjid to provide them resources and housing, right? Anytime there's a hate crime in Richmond Hill, we're the first ones to respond to that. Anything that goes on in Richmond Hill, South Ocean Park, Jamaica, big or small, we try to help lend a helping hand.
Right.
And I think, you know, that matters, especially because I think we are living in a world where politicians are treated like celebrities, but we are being hired. We are applying for a job, and we are being hired by the people. And that's what I want to do. I want to serve the people.
That's right. Serve is the word. And door knocking. Are you just targeting our area or different communities or neighborhoods?
I think if we just targeted our community, meaning like Indo-Caribbean, South Asians, we are no different than what is already being done. We need to make sure we present.
You're catering for everyone, thinking about everyone.
Because our motto is literally, together we can all rise. And I truly mean that. I think we are all suffering in our own way. And if we come together as brothers and sisters and really keep that at the focal point, that we all have struggle, we are all common, and we all have shared humanity, we can make such a big difference. And that's what we're trying to do.
Transparency makes a big difference. When you're transparent and someone knows what you're doing and your action, not just saying what you could do and then go back on your words and do something completely different. 100%. If someone knows what Japneet stands for and he stands by his word, then they will trust Japneet. But don't say one thing and do something else. You have to have a reputable, you know, character before they trust you and do vote for you as well.
No, 100%. And I think, you know, it's funny because I think the amount of Indo-Caribbean events I now just show up to just because I enjoy it. I enjoy building community, eating food at the mandar, or going to the mosque and breaking fast with my Muslim brothers and sisters. I know it's the holy month of Ramadan going on right now, but you know, I've been going to so many different iftars, right? But that's what the beauty of Queens, especially District 28, is. We have so much diversity.
It is like the melting pot, so everybody is here and everybody wants to make a difference.
Absolutely
and
right.
We got to promote that love and that unity, because there's so much diversion, there's so much hate already. Why not do something better for our community? Hey, the beautiful Kavita Moti, Mr. Rampatop, sing good night to you. John from Queens, Miss Bansi Prasad. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Give this good lady a pay raise. She's good at this, I must say.
And yes, I must say I'm happy to be one of the female that founder for our own TV app. Something bigger and better is coming. I don't want to say you guys can watch me right now on your iPhone by just going to your app store and download the SMS app, but something major is coming, and I'm not promoting the SMS app right now on this platform. But I know some folks are home watching me on the big screen TV and the social media, which is not my primary platform. I said that so many times. Big up to all the folks on NTN Radio, Homeland, Guyana. Jack Dale Samara, how you doing? Kapadia Lalman says, uplifting each other. That's right. Thank you, Mr. Rampatop Singh. Love, love, and more love coming your way. Tell us why. Tell our listeners why they should go out and vote for Japneet. We know many candidates who are running. Well, why we should vote for Japneet?
Well, I think the biggest thing we bring to the job is a track record of unity. If you look at our folks that contribute to our campaign thus far, we raised the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time from the most amount of people. So, the next closest person to us was 100 donors less than us, even though they've been in the race 6 months longer than we were. So that goes to show how much momentum we have and how much support we have, right? And now we're doing petitioning, right? We're doing door to door. We need only 450 signatures to get on the ballot. Our goal is 4,000, and we're already at 2,000. And we still have 25 days left.
Well, my office have a few folks upstairs. I'm sure you could get my signature
Absolutely.
and our guys upstairs.
Let's go.
Thanks to Ace Accounting. Guys, it's time to do your taxes. Call Ace Accounting and let's get your tax done today.
Support. First and most important thing running is not all, but believing in what you could bring to the table is. I can see that when the first time I sit on your first, I'm not in the district, but I always. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Lalman. Yes, Vadia. Listen, you guys, that's one of my, it's on my bucket list. There's a bunch of gurukul that some of the panditris I know built over there.
Awesome.
And they told me that I have to come visit.
Maybe you have to. I just mailed a container, actually. I ship a container to Guyana. So my mission should be in May. And everybody says, oh, are you always in Guyana? I do a lot. And, with the help of our ministers and stuff in Guyana, we get things done. I know a lot of folks reach out to me for wheelchairs, walker. They got it door-to-door deliver from the ministries, right? So
they're also giving money now to be citizens, right? Or giving to citizens if you apply. Well, I saw
there's a lot of money giving, not giving away, but
Yeah, but just bringing folks back, investing in Guyana.
Right. They want our own Guyanese to go back and invest in your country. But the last investment conference I went to, it was so beautiful. We got so many folks from around the world visiting Guyana, looking to invest in Guyana. So guys, and I've said it so many times, it's time for you to get your tickets, go to Guyana. There's so many hotels coming up there. Many times folks said, I don't have family and friends in Guyana. Guess what? You don't have family and friends in Jamaica, but you make your way down there, right? You book hotels. Take yourself down to Guyana and visit. Don't say you miss Guyana. You really would like to go back and video or see what it looks like. Go back there and see it for yourself. It's a total transformation. Many folks said it's not what they left. Of course, it's developing every day. Lots of good things happening. We're talking with Mr. Japneet Singh. He is running for District 28. And I want to hear what district that he's doing.
So essentially there's four main neighborhoods, right? You have South Jamaica, Rochdale Village, South Richmond Hill, and South Rosen Park. So essentially the boundaries of the district is from 100th Street down to Merrick Boulevard, and then from Liberty Avenue to the Conduit. So if you live in this area, you can definitely vote, but you have to be a registered Democrat. This is the primary, so if you're a registered Democrat. Another thing actually, since I'm saying this now, I want to also bring up, because I know a lot of our community members, especially Richmond Hill, South Rosen Park, this is the district that swayed right the most in the presidential in terms of percentage, right? That means in this community, a lot of people shifted to the Republican side to vote for Donald Trump. And that may be personal preference, but I think part of the reason is our Democratic leaders haven't been able to articulate a message that resonates with the working class people. And I think we need better Democrats in office so we can fix that, or else we're going to continue losing elections. Right now we have a Democrat Party that is in disarray, that doesn't have a deep bench, and that is going to continue losing support if we don't get a grip on this. So that's another reason why we need to vote for better Democrats, and part of the solution is making sure we participate in Democratic primaries.
Right. Voting starts.
So June 14th and ends June 22nd.
So get out there. It's always good to be involved in your community to know what's going on. Follow Japneet Singh, and I look forward in his page posting community events of what's happening. I would love the Richmond Hill area to get better roads. I know they're working on it.
Sanitation
pickups,
more
security.
elevators on our subways for our seniors. ADA compliance is a big thing for me. Making sure our folks that have any kind of autism, we want to make sure they get resources that they need. My niece passed away last month, and she suffered from autism. She was only 20 years old, and at her funeral, her teachers, her staff members, public safety, people that just cared for these children all showed up. And I was actually knocking the door just literally before I came here, and she was a special ed teacher, and she was telling us how much they're suffering and how much investment they need because
they're not getting proper funding.
They're not getting proper funding. Think about it this way: a person that has their master's, they're getting only $2,100 bi-weekly, and they actually teach more subjects than a regular gen ed teacher, right? So we need to make sure we provide those folks with the resources they need as well.
That's right. When your kids attend school, you expect them to gain something, and if our teachers are not getting the best, they might not be giving your children the best, right? So teachers pay and healthcare workers are two workers that I applaud what they do every day to make a difference, and I respect them for what they do. But respecting them doesn't pay the bills. They need to get rewarded and compensated for their job, and we need to fund those departments as well. We want our children to be the best they could be. Kapadia says she would like more awareness about mental health, bullying, cancer, dialysis, cardio, not only pharmaceuticals. Let's heal the world.
No, you're absolutely right. I have a not-for-profit that's called the CASA Community Patrol. We actually do monthly seminars to address mental health, domestic violence, so many taboo issues in our community that unfortunately we don't talk enough about. 2 years ago, there was actually a sister in the Punjabi community named Mandeep Kaur. Before committing suicide, she made a video, and she committed suicide right in front of her two young girls, and after 7 years of domestic abuse. And these are things that unfortunately when she went to seek help from the community leaders, they just said, oh no, it'll get better. I think sometimes we throw our women and even men sometimes under the bus with that same taboo line, but we need to do better. And part of it is making sure that we, make it okay for seeking real help, and the stigma is eliminated.
Right, they're like turning a blind eye to certain topics. Instead of talking about it and showing her the right guidance, giving her the right guidance where she needs. You should be welcoming at any temple or any mandir and feel open to talk about something with your imam or a member from the, masjid, mandir, or churches, because those are respectable places that folks take an oath to support you and to guide you and,
Shanaz, one of my dreams, and God willing it'll happen, is a women's shelter in our community.
That's my mission, my dear. I'm a couple steps ahead of you, but...
No, listen, if we can support it, God willing, when we get to city council, we can definitely try to get funding for that kind of cause. I'm not saying myself, but we need one.
That's right.
If you're already in the works, anything we can do to support, I think that's very needed in our community. and it could be a one-stop shop for our sisters.
That was my main platform, mental health and domestic abuse. That was my main platform when I was running for the same district, District 28, and it still is my mission, because until today I look at my proposal and I said, you know what, it gets swept under the carpet because we were focusing on migrants and immigrants in our country, you know, housing them instead of the women and putting them first. So today I sat down and I wrote my proposal, and I'm submitting that. So mental health is very important, and women's care, self-care is very important. So my platform is for women. So I look forward in making a difference in my community, whether I'm running for something or I do a lot under the scene. You know, some folks like to raise an umbrella, but they're not doing anything.
No, you're absolutely right. Look, and back to mental health, right? Under the de Blasio administration, $800 million was allocated to mental health. People still don't know where that money went.
Where's all the offices and
wink, wink, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So there's a lot of corruption going on in our government. We need to open up the books. The city of New York has a $113 billion budget. They spent $7 billion on the migrant crisis. Hotel rooms that were costing $70 a night, they were given out for $300 a night. So as you know, it's very easy to get lost in the noise. But our government is the one that glamorized immigration, and now they're the same ones that are throwing out all this rhetoric and working with the Trump administration to deport folks. So we got to be very, very cognizant of what's going on. They're playing us, and they're putting immigrants versus residents, and that's not right, and we want to make sure we address that.
That's right. Our residents need to be first. Hi, Yvonne Ramu. How are you doing? Good evening to you. Lizzie Homokot Chan. Good evening to you. Patricia Samaro. Patricia, thank you very much. Anita Jag Group, how you doing? Let's support Mr. Japneet Singh. He's been in our community. If you've seen him in the area, remember to reach out, shake his hand. He's always very nice and very humble. This is his daily look, you know.
Yeah, today was a door-to-door look, but that's the more formal look. But also, if we have any young people that are interested in government and politics, we are also hiring. We have an internship program. So anyone that is in the community in anywhere, you can live in anywhere in the city of New York, and interested in working, getting involved in government, making your community better, please let me know, let Shanaz know, and she'll connect us. But we also want to make sure our community, our young people, man, this is about the young people.
That's right.
We want to make sure they get started early so we have a better future for all of us.
Guys, we'll definitely add Japneet Singh. You can follow him on Facebook, and I'll definitely put his number in there in case you guys would need to get some advice or know more about the community, what he stands for, and getting on that internship for your children, for the young folks. What age frame are we looking at?
So, I mean, if 16 and above would be good. As long as you have your work authorization. I know some young kids that are 11th or 12th grade, they get their work authorization. Yeah, 16 and above, and we'll welcome you open arms.
John from Queens wrote, 59 million went to NYC to the housing, and the migrants, well, we all shaking our head, right? We're still waiting for our cutbacks. Well, some things that we deserve.
John, wait, he said 59 million. Well, 7 billion was spent in the last 2 years. 7 billion with a B. So 59 million, that's just part of their food, honestly. But again, like I said, they wasted $1 million worth of food because no one was eating the food. Again, this is someone that was serving a lot of these folks. When I went there and I was asking the migrant brothers and sisters what they want to work. They want to make sure that they provide food on the table for themselves, not get handouts. But the city of New York glamorized this idea of, oh yeah, we want to give everything for free. My father didn't get anything for free. I'm sure you didn't get anything for free.
Nothing.
No one gets anything for free. So when they say, there's a saying, when it's free, there's always a catch.
Yeah.
And this was the catch. They made enemies of the community. That's what happened.
So we need to vote, and you have to know your representative, what this stands for, people who stands for you and benefiting our citizens and the working class.
Absolutely.
The working class seems to be getting the less of the deal.
Absolutely.
Hey, Lizzie, thank you. I would like to reach everyone tonight. So, guys, share the link, share the love. You should know who Japneet Singh is when you see him in our community. He's been on many stages. Oh, speak of stages. He was doing a fancy dance a few weeks ago at an event.
Oh, well,
that was nice.
That's my
traditional
after hours.
That was very nice.
I'm entertained. Listen, when you get put on the spot, you gotta hold it down.
Right, you gotta know how to give them. Yvonne Ramu said that's nothing's for free. That's right. Imagine if you had allocated those funds towards mental health.
Absolutely. Even a fraction of that, that mental health, youth services, senior housing,
And domestic abuse.
Listen, the list goes on and on. And unfortunately, we have a government right now that isn't for the working class. If we have a voice that actually resonates with our community, we can do so much more.
Guys, you heard it from Mr. Japneet Singh. He is running for City Council District 20.
Let's see the dance. Not today, my feet hurt.
Yes.
I would like to see.
The beautiful Kapadia Lalmans wrote, I would like to see more young people in politics, of course. I was amazed that in Guyana during the... I'm speechless right now. My last visit, there were so many youngsters who came out to the outreach. It slipped my mind because we're talking all politics, but yeah, we need to get young folks involved, whether it's job fair or politics or mental health. We need to bring awareness in certain departments.
Absolutely.
And technology.
And speaking of job fairs, I'm from the corporate America space. That's how I started off my career after I graduated my master's. And one thing I noticed when I joined my firm, and you probably know this too, every big firm has something called diversity and inclusion office. But guess what? They never come to our community and recruit our kids. We're left with the city agencies and the Walmart and the insurance companies.
Smaller jobs.
Kids don't want to work. Students don't want to work there. They want to have generational wealth. But we're not giving the opportunity to our young people to actually have that for themselves. We're actually not doing anything to help them.
In the dialysis field last year, I brought in almost 20 of our co-workers, children, they're teenagers, to work in our office to get a feel of what's happening in the dialysis center from the minute the patient walks in to their office to see what's going on with their care. And that was a great internship program that I'm looking forward to bring year after year in our dialysis community in the hospitals. As I was mentioning to Japneet, I manage 13 dialysis centers and 3 hospitals, Wyckoff, Interfaith, and Jacobi. So it's about bringing the folks into the medical field, getting them with technology and in politics as well. They should know what's going on. And your safety comes first. When it comes to community, I think of safety. You relocate from one community to another because you want to be safe. You want to feel safe walking the streets. Guys, let's go out and vote for Mr. Japneet Singh, June 24th. 24th,
yep.
But the early voting start on the 14th?
14th to the 22nd.
14th to the 22nd. And what happened? They block out one day and then give you...
They give you a little break. They give you a little break and then... But that's the thing, right? Like, I think why we don't focus on early voting, which is why it's such a big problem because we cram everything to the last minute. And I think that's just the brown problem. We all do it, but I think we need to make it a habit to go vote early so we get it out the way. When I ran 4 years ago, it was raining on election day, primary day. People didn't want to come out because it was raining. I get it, right? I probably wouldn't want to come out unless I was.
That's what happens when you wait for the last day. You have to get it done.
Yeah.
But give yourself time. On a nice sunny day, you have a gap there. You have from the 14th to the 21st. One of those days must be nice and convenient for you guys to make it out there. Japneet, you have my support.
If you need rides too, we'll provide rides. We'll pick you up from your house, take you to the polling station. Anything you need, just let us know, but please come out and vote.
That's right, guys. I urge you to get out there, educate someone, let them know how important it is to go out there and vote for this election coming up. They do a lot when it comes to city council district and any district. Some districts have more because they vote for somebody who they feel will make a difference. So let's vote for Japneet, and you have his number, or if you don't, I will attach it in our link in our comments so you guys can reach out to him when it comes to election. Let him know that you need a ride to go out and vote. Yvonne Ramu, wishing you good luck. Mr. Sankar Lal, good night to you from Buju's Pool Hall, Essequibo Coast. Thank you guys for always supporting our program, and I look forward to hearing from you guys more and more. Follow Japneet on Facebook, Japneet Singh. His number will be there. Wishing you all the best. Any last word you would like to leave?
Listen, continue supporting Shanaz. She's an amazing human being, right? And I think she reached out herself and asked, hey, listen, if you want to come on the program anytime, let me know, right? And that's a testament as to who she is as a person ever since I met her. And I think one day, very soon, she also has a calling in the public service space. And until then, she has another form of service that she's doing for the community. But continue supporting people like her, man. I think they're very important to get our message across. And for the campaign, man, we have a lot of momentum. We are the only campaign that's actually preaching unity, and because we actually believe it, we live it every single day, and we just want to make sure we finally have leadership and representation in this district that brings people together instead of continue to divide them. So please come out and support us. Thank you. Linda Lee is my councilwoman.
Linda Lee is a very lovely young lady as
Linda
well.
Lee is a good friend too, so Linda is amazing.
Yes, she's always supporting Kapadia and KP's Kitchen. She give her a citation for doing what she's doing when it comes to community service as well. A lot of folks don't know, but KP's Kitchen is always out there. They're giving back to the community. Once a week, they're in various parks, giving back to the homeless and those in need.
I've heard of them before.
KP's Kitchen. So they're always fantastic.
Love to collaborate. Let's do some stuff together.
When it comes to Diwali, they're catering for 400 folks at their home. The doors are always open. You could stop by and pick up something when it comes to any religious occasion, especially Diwali. They're always welcoming maybe 400 plus guests at their home for Diwali.
For your service. That's amazing.
And giving out. You don't have to know them. Just stop by and you get a box of 7 curry to go.
Let's go. That's amazing stuff.
So I see you're getting a lot of support. Lizzie said good luck.
Thank you so much, Lizzie.
Patricia said good luck. Paddy is wishing you good luck. Yvonne Ramu. Thank you guys for supporting. Share the link, share the love. Let everyone know about our candidate, Mr. Japneet Singh, and what he's running for City Council District 28. We'll bid you farewell for now, and I'll put back all the music, and I'll attach his number to our chat so you guys can reach out. Follow him on the social media, Japneet Singh.
Thank you. Thank you so much, guys.
And remember, if you see him out there, say hi.
Yes. And Ramadan Mubarak to everybody celebrating.
Take care, guys.